This year in New Zealand, the most common language spoken will be English. But over the 3 most recent census periods, the number and proportion of multilingual people, which is people who speak more than one language, has increased to almost 19% of the population. But what does being a multilingual society mean? What are the benefits and what are the drawbacks? Is New Zealand the warm, welcoming and inclusive country that our tourism commercials sell? And what of the experiences of the people from refugee and migrant backgrounds who've made it to these shores? During International Languages Week, you'll hear stories from people of 5 different backgrounds who speak 5 very different languages. But you may be surprised at the commonalities between them.
እንደምን አላችሁ? ስሜ ውበት አህመዲን አደም ይባላል። ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ። የተወለድኩት የኢትዮጵያ ዋና ከተማ አዲስ አበባ ነው። የመጀመሪያ ቋንቋዬ አማርኛ። Hello, my name is Wubet Ahmedin Adam. I am from Ethiopia. I speak Amharic and Tigrinya. Tigrinya is my family language. Amharic is general language for everybody. We have 82 languages in Ethiopia. I left my country, Ethiopia, at the end of 1991 with my brothers, the oldest brothers, because the military government, when it fall, the new government come in, Ethiopia is split to 2, Eritrea and Ethiopia. So my dad is from Eritrea, my mom is from Ethiopia. So it's not going to be a safe place to live for us. Then I've lived in Kenya for 11 years, 4 years in refugee camp called Kakuma, then like for 8 years or more in Nairobi.
From 1961, Eritrea had fought a long war of independence against Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Civil War began in 1974, when the socialist Derg staged a coup against Emperor Haile Selassie. It lasted until 1991, when the Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front, a coalition of rebel groups led by the Tigray People's Liberation Front, overthrew the Derg government and installed a transitional government in the Ethiopian capital of Addis Ababa. The Derg government had been weakened by their loss of support due to the fall of communism in Eastern Europe. During the Civil War, the groups fighting the Derg government had a common enemy, so the TPLF allied itself with the Eritrean People's Liberation Front. The fighting led to massive internal displacement in both countries, as civilians fled the war zone. Ethiopia expelled 77,000 Eritreans and Ethiopians of Eritrean origin it deemed a security risk, thus compounding Eritrea's refugee situation.
I used to study English and dressmaking. And after that, there is an American lady. She helped single women and women with children how to survive or to make money for their family. In 2001, my ex-husband, his brother, sponsored him to New Zealand. So I follow him in 2002 to New Zealand. When I first came to New Zealand, I speak English, with African English. But when I came to New Zealand, people speak English, but I don't listen to them, what they say. The first day in the school, I have to cry. And the teacher came, why you cry? What have I done? I said, I don't know. I speak English and you speak English, but I don't know what you're saying. But everybody said, okay, and they're doing their homework, but not me. And then she explained to me, I supposed to ask, pardon, I don't understand. Will you repeat again? Will you speak slowly? And then the English has another English explanation, easier to me. Because like hanky or box, what's in the box, they said. But they're talking about television, what was yesterday on the news. But the box is a box for me, nothing else. And in the road, when I walk in Gloucester Street, when I came to Christchurch from Auckland, a lady asked me, are you okay? I didn't say nothing because I don't know what to answer her. So I have to run back, knock my neighbor door, and I ask my neighbor, what do I say? And he said, you have to say, oh, I'm okay. She just worry if you are okay. What was that you're doing? I say, I was reading the name of the roads for me to remember, not to lose when I want to come back. But she know I lost. I didn't know that. And then another morning when I go to school, a gentleman, they say, good day. And then the way he said, he's yelling, I ran back to my house. And then I knocked the next door, never again. I told him somebody yelled at me, good day. Did he say go back home or something? And my neighbor said, no, that's mostly Australian English. But he's asking, do you have a good day? And New Zealand compared to Africa is very quiet. There's not many people, just a lot of land. People are kind. They say hello, and then they say, how are you? What can I help? Because in Africa, we just push each other. Nobody cares for anybody. It's too many people. But you fall, you get up. It's up to you. Nobody say good morning or goodbye, because everybody's busy unless you know them. But here, I found them. It's like all the time my mom, she used to tell me people, they used to say hello and how are you? I found New Zealand people are kind, really. Mostly when I speak English, you have to know I'm thinking Amharic. So like I used to study English at Polytech, always I get X because I'm writing English, but thinking in Amharic. So when that happened, it go like backward, because what important in English, it's not important in Amharic. The grammar is going like upside down. So I used to be upset, but my teacher understand me always, so she's supposed to help me. Always I think in Amharic when I speak English. Even when I speak Tigrinya, I'm thinking in Amharic, so always it's going to be my brain speaking Amharic. I work as interpreter, so I am lucky somehow working with people. So I get the opportunity to speak my language. Even when I have my community people here, I'm lucky to see Ethiopian people in Christchurch. Even when I came from Kenya, I thought I'm going to eat my food for the last time, the injera or the chili sauce. I didn't think I'm going to see that here. But the day I arrived in Auckland, people brought me injera and chili sauce. I cried. Where did you get it? They say, oh, we have it a lot. We don't find the teff, the mallet we use back home, but there is rice and there is wheat. We make them injera. And the chili sauce, there is Chinese sell a lot of spice. There is Indian came before us, so we lucky, they said, and I'm very happy eating my tradition food the day I arrived in Auckland. People brought it to me. So when you see people from your land and when you meet somebody who speak Amharic, it make you happy or lucky. Even I met a Kiwi man who speak Amharic in second-hand shop. That make me over the moon. At least there is somebody who know my land. In Christchurch, Ethiopian community were very strong community before the earthquake. Maybe like nearly 700 people, children and women and everybody. But after earthquake, most of them left to Australia. So now maybe we are 150 to 200 people with women and children. Language is medicine. Knowing somebody else's language change your life. Speak your own language make you happy. More than anything, if one thing only I have to answer, I wish to know all the language in the world. If I speak Amharic, and then you came, when you speak to me in English, I answer. But when you speak me in Amharic, make it different and make you my family. Like in 2005, my hips give me a hard time. So my partner, I said, it's Kiwi, born like 4th generation. He told me, those skinhead, be careful them, because I think he worry I'm very dark. So he said, be careful when those kind of people. Then one day in Homby, he's already gone to do something and I carry my shopping. So I have to go to car and I'm struggling. Those skinhead children are standing. They're doing their thing. Then I have to pass through them because they're blocking the road. And I said, well, I'm crippled. So I'm black, but if they don't like about my blackness, they have to run away. But I'm crippled, I'm not going to go that way for them young people standing. So I said, excuse me, can I pass through? He said, yes. And then one of them, he said, do you need a hand? I said, sure. He carried my shopping and I gave him my key and he went and put them in the car. Then he left and I cried because when you see good thing, if you wish good things come to you. Then when you see in people, if you see, want to find the good stuff, you find it. But if you hate them, hate will come back to you. I'm going to teach you very small word of Amharic to say hello now. You have to say dananish for a woman, danane for a gentleman. I'm going to say it again slowly. Dananish for a woman, danane for a man. To finish off, I'll teach you how to say thank you in Amharic. Amasagganallo. I'll say it slowly. Amasagganallo. That means thank you. Zamasagganallo. In Amharic, it's in the sound, the way you act, your body language and your sound will tell. When I say Amasagganallo, did I respect your gift or did I respect your time? You will notice it. When I say thank you, even in thank yous, you have different thank you. It doesn't mean if I say thank you, it's a thank you, really thank you. I have to say it in the word, in the sound, and in the body. It's that. But with Amharic, make it very difficult because for old lady, old man, young woman, young man, they have different words saying it similar, but if I said, how are you? I say, danane for you, dananish for me, dananot for the old lady or old man. Now you could speak a small amount of Amharic. Damasagganallo batam.
The story you've heard today is by no means a one-off. People like Wubet arrive in New Zealand hoping to make a new life for themselves and their families. But that journey is not always easy. It's up to organisations like Christchurch Resettlement Services to help make New Zealand home for people from refugee and migrant backgrounds. But CRS could be doing more right now for the men, women and children who need that extra help. Through your generous support, Christchurch Resettlement Services can continue to meet the needs of this city's relatively small but exceptionally valuable refugee and migrant community. So please, visit crs.org.nz/donate today and support the work of Christchurch Resettlement Services. That address again, crs.org.nz/donate. And thank you for the part that you're playing in the future of this great city.